What's poppin', good people? We are here today. I just copped the Samsung Z Fold 7. I tried to wait to get the Pixel. But honestly, I couldn't pass this up. I mean, look how sleek that is. 6.4-inch screen. It opens up to this beautiful display. Look at that screensaver. I mean, like, this is, if not thinner than the Pixel 9 that I was rocking as a phone, as my everyday use and carry. And then when I want to sit down and actually get into something, reading, gaming, browsing, bam, it's right there. I'm not disappointed in this purchase, but I am disappointed in it, however, on the amount of accessories and cases that are available for the Z Fold 7. So I figured if you have a Z Fold 7, you're probably in the same boat as I am, and you probably don't want to spend the $100 it costs to get some of those other cases like Thinborn. So here are some sub $100 cases that I have copped off of Amazon, and I'm going to give you a quick review of the cases that I'm looking at and the ones that I think that you should look at and things that you should consider when you're buying a case. Now, let me give you the context of what I'm looking for in a case. I want a case that is slim in design. I want it to have MagSafe, and obviously I want it to protect my phone without prohibiting the regular functionality. So the case that I landed on was actually the first case that I ended up purchasing off Amazon after reading all the reviews. This is the Hoerrye Creative Case on Amazon. I'll drop a link. Not sponsored by any of these guys. I picked these up myself. So the thing that I do like about the Hoerrye case is the fact that, again, it's MagSafe, it's thin, gives you this nice carbon fiber detail, doesn't make the phone bulky. I can open and close it. It gives some hinge protection. I know some people are concerned about hinge protection. And what's really cool about this is that it comes with the kickstand. This is a plus. This isn't something that I needed or something that I realized I needed, but it is a nice addition, right? Because I can have it prop my phone up this way, prop my phone up this way, and most importantly, when I am viewing the bigger screen, I can get prop up action this way as well. So the kickstand is really nice. Again, this is magnetic. The only downside, and what I read in the review, is that this magnet or this kickstand, it swivels. And so if I put this on my MagSafe accessory in my car mount, it does tend to swivel, and then my phone goes from the vertical to the horizontal and in between. But otherwise, I really like this case, and minus that subtle defect, not even a defect, just a downside, I would say this is and will be the case for me. Another downside is I really wanted I wanted MagSafe because I use a PopSocket wallet, and I wanted to attach that to this. But because this swivels, and I feel like the magnet is somewhere within this, the Max or the PopSocket just doesn't fit well on this. So anyhow, there's that. That is the Hoerrye Creative Case. But I still wanted to rock my PopSocket, so I went and gave this other one a try. Now this one is, I'll have to get the description of this one, but it's a simple case. It does come with the front bumpers. As you see, this is only half a case, so you don't get the protection around that. It does come with, the Hoerrye did come with 2 of these screen protectors, which I would say is a must. I noticed that I was rocking my phone without one while I was trying to figure out what case I wanted, and there is a minor little scratch right there, which hurts a little on a $2,000 phone. You want this thing to stay perfect. Now this case did meet all the specs, right? It's thin, MagSafe, even has this like transparency so you can see the actual color of the phone. And if you really want it, it had the front protection. But what I've noticed with the front protection is that this little lip right here, there's a rise here. So these have sort of a lip. And so the phone itself sits in here, and your screen doesn't necessarily align with this. So if you look at this, you see that my screen aligns with this. And why that's important for me is because let's say that I am in an app and I'm listening to Larry June and I want to go back. I like to use the swipe back feature, right? That's very convenient. This lip right here, when the case is on, prevents me from doing that. And so I sort of have to like get my finger underneath this to swipe because it's not flush. And for that reason alone, this case doesn't work for me. Other than that, I would love to have kept this case, even though it doesn't have hinge protection. But that swipe feature, like that should just be able to work. And so my thought was, I can either switch to the navigation where it's on the screen here, but that sort of just defeats the purpose. I want to have the swipe features. Or maybe if it comes with the screen will be flush enough so I can still get that swipe action. Onto this one, again, my theory was, if it comes with the screen, then it'll be flush and I could do my back swipe gesture. So this case, MagSafe, has a hinge protection, has this cool integrated full slot so that you can prop your phone up this way, that way, which was cool. And I was like, oh man, I like this case. And even this has privacy. So I put that on, and again, as you see, if I rub my finger here, it hits this lip. And this stops the gesture. Yes, it still works, but you have to be very precise in the gesturing. Whereas with this, as long as I swipe and I go past it, I get that back swipe action. With this case, again, you don't get that. So I thought, I like this case in general. I can put my PopSocket on here. I love this kickstand. What if I just use the back and not use the top? Well, same issue. Notice how this one is flush. It's flush with the design of the phone. For some reason, this is probably the same thickness as the phone. If this is the phone, there's still a lip here on my hinge. I guess I could like move it out the way and swipe back and then, you know, drop it. But no, that's silly. For an $80 case, I don't want to have to make that compromise. So I'm sending this one back. I'm sending this one back. And I'm sticking with this one. So I'm curious, what cases are you all using with your Z Fold 7? And I'm still trying to decide. Like, I really love the kickstand, and I could get the option of get a MagSafe case or a magnetic case and then get this as an accessory. But it's pretty nice to have that integrated, and I do have a wallet, so I could live without my PopSocket wallet. But the spinning on my phone mount in my car is a bit of a nuisance. But there it is. There are the cases. I'll drop the links if you want to see what these are. See ya.